skin, dark skin.
We got this Asian persuasion.
He got his own. That's why these girls out here, they hating so hard.
'Cause he's sexy. Y'all, well, look what we got,
We
y'all.
got Sunday brunch.
Why did I agree to this?
Why not?
I mean,
Who
look, he's
signed
happy.
me up
Look,
for
look at
this?
his face. He's happy.
Look at his waist.
That face and waist is like,
Look at
what?
that. Look at
The
that
waist
up a little
is
bit.
snatched. I
Snatched.
will say that. There's no
Oh, don't
waist.
you love him? He just does what you
What
say.
you say,
Oh my
man.
God. You're okay.
Look at the
It's been
style.
always since puberty.
Look at this thigh. There.
Oh,
All right.
come
I
on.
can't take it.
Yeah, it's got a little clap back. We got the clap back. So let's talk.
Yes.
We are here. Don't please. Don't knock this. Don't
Top-
Oh, no.
So top, bottom, or versatile?
Bottom versy.
So what's gonna make you versatile versus the bottom?
If they're smaller than me, if they're more femme than me, if they just want more than me.
What's the biggest dick you took?
This
Oh.
Italian dude. It was like I had needed to get fucked beforehand. This was in
Oh,
my
you needed a little.
this was in my former years.
Oh, you're from here.
Okay, but like it was like soda bottle big. It was
Oh,
like
soda bottle.
it was like
Beer
it
can.
was like whoa, and I like needed a minute to like heal.
So 2 liter or the one that you get out the stuff? Out the
20 ounce or
convenience
2
store?
liter? Which
Yeah.
one?
Was it? I can't
A 20
math.
ounce?
Well, 2 liter is the one that you get from the pizza. You know,
Yeah,
delivery
yeah,
pizza.
that one.
That one, bitch?
No.
Give me the 20
No,
ounce.
he mean
20 ounce.
20.
Oh, I was about to say
Corner
you
store.
took that?
I'm not the Asian that does math right.
I was about to start crying.
Share this live, guys. Share this live. We're here talking to the
Asian persuasion.
So, yeah.
This is Jimmy, by the way,
This is
folks.
Jimmy, everybody. Jimmy, say hello to everybody.
Hi everybody.
So,
Hello,
Jimmy, what kind of guy you
everybody.
like?
Depends on my mood.
Oh.
Like I'm usually I like model types, but like sometimes I like cubs. I like bear. Like.
Oh, wait.
Cubs.
As a cub.
Oh.
As they, you know they call me big. You know, big, fat, thick,
Okay, well,
big boned.
explain to me the difference between a cub and a bear. if
So
you're
a bear
cub.
would be Caesar. I'll be a cub. I'm like.
You will not do hell, man.
You got DJ Khaled and you got Rick Ross.
Wait,
You know what I'm saying?
He
The
gave
new
you
Rick
show
Ross.
child, yeah.
I don't want to get canceled.
He
You
produced it. You can turn the camera off right now.
Jason, you know
Oh,
that
you got that
contract
one.
got
Just
that
wait.
at will with it.
Wait a few days.
Keep it cute.
At will, bitch.
This
I'm at
will
will.
be the last show, child.
Yeah.
Am I live on Jason Bowman? Let me see.
You are.
Oh, yeah, I'm live. Share this live, everybody. As you guys know, we're here for a special edition of BrtbTv Talk. We have the infamous Brandon Carson
Why I
here.
gotta be infamous?
Why can't you be infamous?
I just want to be famous.
Finesse.
You want to be finessed?
Not
Ah,
finesse,
Mr.
because that's
Leroy.
happened before, but we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, has it?
But no, it's I mean, I'm excited to be here.
We're
You know,
excited.
But listen,
Jason is
listen,
excited that I'm
listen,
here.
Brandon, I'm excited.
You know, Isaac is
Excited.
I love being around Isaac. First
Yes.
of all,
This
So
is
I love being
He's
around
a
Big
holler
Jim.
in that hoop.
Big Jim. What's up, Big Jim?
No, but listen,
So-
Brandon, listen. I gotta tell you the rules here.
Okay.
There is no rules.
Share this live.
I'll let you know when that.
Share this live, everybody. Everybody share this live.
362.
Share this live,
362?
baby.
Yeah.
We are live on
What's
YouTube.
that?
We are live on. Hello?
372.
Oh, really?
Finish your guys.
We are live on Instagram. No, we're not live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, on the Triangle fan page. We're live on BrtbTV TV. Productions page. We're just live everywhere, y'all. Share this live to your groups, tell your girlfriend.
We should be
tell
here
your
doing an
mama,
autopsy
tell
right
your
now.
uncle.
Not an autopsy.
So would you get naked in front of camera?
They should put the middle one on the
Depends on
table.
how much I get paid, but
How much we talking?
1,000.
Oh.
Just a stack to get
Just a stack to get naked?
I mean.
You know, I did say last week I was going to start paying for it. Let me see.
Well,
It's
bitch, if
just
it's like that, wait a minute, sister, if it's like that, I listen.
Okay, take it off.
You know what? I'm not even gonna do that.
I got a gold card that's unlimited. Bitch.
That's your Hertz
My
card?
Hertz card. Share this live, everybody. As you guys know, we're live We talk about everything from celebrities to sex and conversations, and we got a lot to talk about today. Because these last 48 hours have been woo!
A lot.
It's a ride.
Okay, Jim. We'll put you back. We're gonna pick this up later on.
But Jim, before you leave, show everybody your underwear. What underwear you wear?
Oh, I don't even know.
That's how it is.
It's in the edge.
The edge. You like to be edged?
I like to be edged.
Oh yeah, I do.
We'll finish this later.
We'll finish this later. Let me go on and see all of our fans that are watching with us.
Didi said, "Okay, the middle one get on the table."
You want to
Get on the table.
Should I do it?
Get on the
With or without
table.
a shirt?
Oh, wow.
No.
Oh, God. You
Okay.
done already?
Well, hold on.
There you go. All right, all them views are going up,
Okay,
baby.
hold on.
Come on, get on the
Come on.
table.
Got
So we get on the table, so why not?
Why? Oh, you do what you say?
Yeah.
When you get some feedback, it's going to take it higher.
I'm just getting on the table just because I was asked to do so. You see how I'm used as a tool here?
You don't mind.
You gotta catch the hip. You got 300 cc's in each.
Come on.
It's good work from a great doctor. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting off the table now.
Didi, you got that, boo?
You got that,
You
D?
got that?
Yeah, they said, "Damn, Logan, take it off."
Okay, cool. You'll see it in the next episode.
If you guys don't know, Brandon Carson. Brandon, where are you from?
I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But I live currently in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. You currently live in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes.
And how did you, what made you come and be a part of Secret Storm?
Well, you can ask Caesar that.
What,
But
I'm asking you.
well, what had happened was,
Sit down, baby. Sit down,
me and
baby.
Caesar
Get
had a
comfortable.
great conversation
Mm-hmm.
based off of a show that I was on. It was called About Him.
Okay.
And you're on my hoodie. You're on it.
I'm honey. Sit down. Okay? We'll talk about that later. Full lane.
Okay.
Never mind your hood.
We're still on the hoodie. But so basically, I filmed the
Now you're
show,
on it.
and yeah, I'm still.
Yeah,
It's okay
yeah.
for me to be on it. But
Ocean Branch.
so what had happened was, Caesar and I started to talk to each other initially when I was doing About Him, but it was during the process of. So my producer at the time, who was producing About Him, told me not to work with Caesar.
Did
Oh,
he?
did he?
He told me not to work with him, and he told
Why?
me not to trust him or anyone of that nature
Why?
while I was filming the show, because he said there was like this whole little loyalty thing. So after the show had, did its thing, and after that specific producer decided to drop the ball, Caesar picked it up, and we had a really great phone conversation, and ever since then, we've been inseparable.
It's been magic, huh?
Magic.
It's been all types of magic, and then some.
So tell
Yeah.
everybody, where do you currently live at right now?
I currently live in Atlanta.
Okay. And how can everybody follow you on social media?
Brandon Carson with a K.
And if you guys know, right above his head, you'll see his Instagram name. Be sure to follow him on Instagram. Myself, Jason Bowman, and of course,
Isaac Green, darling.
yeah.
The one and only.
Let's start
Original
off
Davenport.
with a congratulations to our ballroom queens, Leomi, Lena, Tyra, Carlos Chanel, and our kings, excuse me.
Our kings as well.
Our kings as
Marquise.
well, Lo Chanel, Carlos Balenciaga, Late Prada, Shady Prada for walking in New York Fashion Week. Kudos to them guys right there. And I can't help but mention Trace Lissette, overall Mother Mizrahi, looked exceptional in her bathing suit at Marco. Was that what's called? Marco, whatever. Had too much of the
Amazing
Phoenix Punch.
underwear
That
She
Phoenix
looked
Punch
like
good,
the Phoenix Punch
honey.
girl, but
You see his glass still broke, baby.
make sure you guys share this live. We have a whole lot to talk about. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So yeah. Isaac, how was your weekend?
Well, it was good. As you know, I had a death in my family last week, so my aunt's funeral was yesterday.
Really sorry to hear that.
And I had a good time. Friday, I had some beautiful sex.
Beautiful sex?
Yes, I did.
Was it new dick or old dick?
It was old everything.
Old everything.
Yeah.
So you got some old ass?
I got old ass and dick. It's from one person,
Yeah.
but it's an old thing.
Oh, okay, so this
My
is something
old-
that you
this is
pulled
my
out
ex.
of the
You know, every now
Every now and
Yeah.
then.
you get to pull that frequel out.
Heard.
So
Okay.
I had a
So
great
was it
time.
good old or was it good old?
Well, see, I taught him.
Oh, you told him?
I taught him.
Okay.
So when I say taught him, I taught him everything. You gotta train.
So this
people.
falls back on you then.
It does.
So if it was bad, it's your fault.
No, it's gonna always be good if it's my fault.
Well, no, because I mean, you just said that you taught him.
I taught him, which means I taught him how I like it.
Okay.
Both ways.
Okay. Well,
Shut up.
I train my employees.
You
don't mind, do you?
So we don't mind at all.
Of course I know.
But before we start talking about sex, as you guys know, we love talking about sex. Let's talk about our favorite segment. Are we here for it or no?
Okay.
So, as you guys know, Mother O, and we ain't talking about Onika, and we'll talk about her later.
Oh, God.
Oprah Winfrey. Can we just shout out
Yes.
Oprah Winfrey, how she just looks amazing on the new Ivy Park, which is Beyonce's activewear line. Oprah did a photo shoot, and I swear she looks like
She looks very radiant.
35 years old.
She was giving me, she was hungry because she ate. Period. Like it just.
Wait, but you lost weight. Hold
up.
She looked good.
She ate it up.
She ate it up.
She ate it up. Really, bitches?
So are you here for it and all?
I'm very much so. In the parking lot, right here, waiting for her to come outside.
Okay, no more punch for you.
No more punch for you. Yeah,
What you mean?
We're done with that.
No more punch.
No more punch. Yellow or green?
Red.
Oh, well, we can't do red because Little Kim did yellow, baby. And speaking of which, Little Kim wore yellow for a fashion show in New York Fashion Week, and people were actually comparing Little Kim to a yellow Teletubby.
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 Yes, a yellow Teletubby. Me, quite frankly, I don't think that Little Kim looks like a Teletubby. I think Little Kim, after she had her daughter, her body, as women do, take time to bounce back.
Right.
I think that she bounced back.
And she's older.
She's
so.
whether she's older or not.
Older than to do
She,
with that.
you guys can say she looks amazing still, for an older woman.
I will say this: I don't think the outfit was flattering to her body.
Okay.
That's because Little Kim is short. She's
Okay.
short and a little round.
Stubby.
And I suffer for that.
A few things threw me off about the whole situation. The stockings, the fact that she was walking as if she was uncomfortable in the garment and in the shoes. It was just a little left
Maybe she's
field
trying to
for
focus
me.
on that.
She was trying to focus on not falling, maybe.
Okay, well, if I can notice that you're focusing on not falling, that's an issue.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, with her being such a fashion icon, because she started this whole fashion thing with rap
she
bitches
did.
when it came to the 90s and so on and so forth, she kind of invented that whole thing.
Right.
The Chanel pieces, the Louis Vuitton body situation where she was naked and it was just Louis Vuitton labels. I'm seasoned. Who's seasoned? I am.
Okay.
And at the end of the day,
Okay, give it to me.
I kind of expected a little bit more from her because you've been walking in high platform heels for a very long time, sis. Like, what's going on?
Right.
You were very nervous. You've been doing this before.
Oh, come on, Simone.
This
This
is your
is
show.
This is your show.
And then this is B-Files.
Yeah,
Like, it's
B-Files,
not like a
yeah.
big, huge show.
But it's V-Files.
But B-Files is a big show.
Because she wanted her boyfriend.
like it's, yeah.
So you're not here for it?
Ish.
Ish.
I'm kind of here. I'm like right around the corner.
Right around the corner. I think you're here for it and all.
Unfortunately, let me tell y'all, it pains me to say this, but I'm not here for it.
And me neither.
And I love
I'm
Kim.
not here
I
for it.
love Kim.
So you're not here for it?
Not here for it.
Really?
And speaking of yellow, Nicki Minaj was also out for New York Fashion Week wearing yellow and all off-white. How do you think Nicki Minaj looked in her off-white?
I was here for it. Whoever her stylist is right now is doing an amazing job.
I want to shout out Nicki because thank God you fired Kim Kimball. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Because Kim Kimball has been setting her up with that hairstyle, the arrogant Trey. Shout out to Trey. Trey been wanting to work with Nicki Minaj for a very long time. He has not been having it with her hair. That hair ain't been having it. I think that's the best that her hair looks since she stopped working with Tokyo. I was not here for the Kim Kimball album. I respect Kim Kimball for what she does in the industry as a fellow celebrity makeup artist, and she's a celebrity hairstylist, definitely a veteran, but
I think that Kim Kimball her work is not for Nicki. Like she's good for a little older.
like Tracy Ellis Ross.
I don't even think that. I just think that Kim Kimball is more of a girl about extensions and not a unit. She's not the unit girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's not the one to create the wig. She's the one to, give you extensions and then curl the shit out of that. Or press it.
So she's a track kind of person. Like
basically.
I feel like you're kind of trying her.
I'm not trying her. I think
she
she's
can just add a few tracks, but she can't do a unit.
Well, she's not the unit girl because at the end of the day, if she was, then she'd still be on the team, right?
And he's right. So
okay, so what else is going
Jason, before we do this, I know this is paying you to talk about this.
We're not gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna just give a sample of it, I'm sure.
Okay.
Production. Cardi B with a knot on her head. Are we here for it or not?
I'm here for it.
Why are you here for it?
I'ma tell you why.
Sample. Don't give all of it. This is the first segment.
I'm not gonna give all of it.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't run up on nobody that got 6 motherfuckers around her. That's ready to combat if they need to. You run up on an elbow, what happens?
But you know, we don't know if there was any direct landing from anybody in Nicki's camp. I do believe, you know, through sources of mine that allegedly security was the one that did hit her. So I think that it was security, but
That's exactly what it was.
I'm going to still be here for it. And the reason why I'm here for it is because she got that knot, bitch. She pumped out their face was still beat, eyebrows wasn't budged, eyeshadow on point, lipstick not smudged, in her $1,000 dress. Shout out to Erica LaPerla, who is my homegirl, who's her makeup artist, because bitch, that beat ain't slide at all. It was only a knot, some ice to take that down, and guess what? We just found out that Cardi B is having a collection with Tom Ford Beauty, baby. Wow,
Is it a collection or just one color?
Whatever, collection, one color, it's all the same.
I think it's a one color, it's blue, and it's called Cardi, and I think that's beautiful.
It's fine.
But
It's
I
fine.
think it's great. I think it's great.
Okay.
One color. I think it's cute.
Isaac, are you here for it at all?
No.
Why are you not here for it?
I'm not here for it. A knot doesn't go with makeup. Okay, you gave a beautiful story. Beautiful.
We know many knots that wear makeup. They're painted knots.
Stop, Jason.
I mean, we do.
Listen, that's what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Put the punch away. I know I'm not. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for the knot.
Okay, you're not here for the knots. All right, that's fine. So, guys, that was our segment. Are you here for it and all? You know, we have some different opinions. We have Brandon Carson here. We have Isaac Icon here.
The icon.
The icon.
Y'all better tell the story.
So in the past 48 hours, I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten a fucking headache with all the celebrity news and gossip. So we're going to start right here.
Oh, okay.
Post Malone got into a car accident.
Thank God, good.
Thank God he has walked away, you know, unscathed and yet from another dangerous ordeal. As you guys know, what happened?
He said, ain't God good because he got in an accident.
I'm sorry. I had a little punch before this.
Oh, God.
Post Malone doesn't really give it to me, but go ahead. I'm
I don't
sorry.
even
Well,
know
this
who
time
he
around,
is.
Post found himself uninjured following a motor accident that took place early Friday in West Hollywood. His Rolls Royce collided with the Kia near Santa Monica Boulevard.
Oh, that kid ain't got it. Wasn't nothing but that
Well,
Rolls
no, that's
Royce.
okay. Post assistant was said to be driving the car when the accident took place. Although the Rolls Royce did incur some serious damage, on the driver's side, no one was in either car was injured. Additionally, drugs and alcohol were probably not found. So,
That's good.
hours after the accident, you know, Post seemed to be, you know, referred to the incident when he tweeted, "God must hate me." Like, do you feel like God must hate him because he just was in a plane, his plane is making an emergency landing because of some technical issues, and now he got into a car accident?
But see, actually, God is the one who kept him.
And
That
he
kid
keeps
is not
keeping
hurt
you.
out of them. And, okay, now that kid might be in a different situation.
I just feel
she
like-
might be getting Rolls Royce now.
Right, and at the end of the day, I just feel like he should just look at this as a blessing more
Right,
than
right.
you know God hurting him. I think it's just more so of God letting him know how
Who's in control?
who's in control and how serious his presence is within today's society.
You said you don't do it like that.
It's a huge thing, huh?
You
said
don't.
you don't do
So
it
why
like
don't you
that.
do Post Malone? You fell out laughing. I didn't think that was funny.
No, he
I
was
didn't
laughing
think
at
it
something
was.
he was saying.
Well, the thing about it is, I fell out because I was making a joke. You know,
Oh.
jokes are meant to be funny. So that's that one thing. That's number one.
But wait,
Two,
hold on. I don't like
I
your
feel
approach.
like
I don't
Post-
like your approach, Post.
You don't have to,
I
but
do.
I feel like
You're on my show.
I am, and I can leave.
Oh, you can.
Oh my
What I'm
God,
saying
Cardi,
is-
I mean, time
What I'm
out.
saying, I mean, you guys don't need me. This show has been doing perfectly fine without me.
Oh, you are
So
so
I can
aggressive,
get-
Nene.
I can get the
Relax,
fuck up
Portia. Relax, favorite.
and go where the fuck I can.
Fuck up.
Then you can go.
Oh,
No.
thank you for having me.
The
But
rest was all
no,
y'all's
So
but no, honestly, I just feel like I don't really. I mean, Post Malone is really interesting. I think he's one of those white guys who ended up rapping and then he just got big because he's white. And I don't necessarily like.
Okay.
I don't know who he is.
I feel like he was doing trap music. He was doing all this kind of stuff, and it's just like
I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't really see it for him. However, I hate that situation happened to him.
Right.
God bless him and his family. I
Yes.
mean, it was totally a joke. I am not one to joke about serious situations about that, but I just did. However, I don't really see it for Post Malone, so I apologize to the
I love it. I
lovers,
love it.
the
You
know what?
viewers, the family
In the name of
members, and so
Serena
on and so
Williams,
forth.
I feel like you owe me an apology too.
I don't owe you anything.
You do owe me an apology.
No, I'm-
Because we were
you're not
fine
gonna
before the
get it.
camera started rolling. Now you want to feel poupon.
I am going to give you an apology when I feel it's needed.
You know what? That's fine. Moving on.
And so are you.
You know what? I'm sorry, bitch.
Oh, you're back.
He's
Oh,
back.
you're back.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
He's back.
He came to calm
He
the
was back with
waters.
a call.
He came to calm the cool waters.
Okay.
Oh, well, honey, it's lunchtime.
All right, lunch.
Not as lunchtime. And comes back off. Like
Oh,
That's
okay.
cute. This is y'all have going on y'all show?
Well,
Random people crawling across the table.
well, we got it like
I got like
that.
that, boo.
That's cute.
You don't mind, do you?
No, back to the topic.
Yeah, it's nice. I like Jimmy.
Stay focused, stay focused.
Make sure you wear a Jimmy, though, too.
He wants to breed it raw, baby.
All that good old natural.
Natural.
Nasty motherfucker.
No, as you guys know, Mac Miller died of a drug overdose. Malcolm McCormick, because I never knew Mac Miller's actual real name, but Malcolm McCormick, who was adored by his fans, tragically passed away at the age of 26. He was a bright light in the world to his family, friends, and fans, and all of his family wants to thank you guys for his prayers. He died of an apparent overdose. Law enforcement told, TMZ and a bunch of other media outlets that he was found Friday around noon in the bedroom of his San Fernando Valley home. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Wow.
That was a lot.
Yeah, wow.
For those of you who don't know Mac Miller was definitely, he was dating Ariana Grande earlier this year.
Pause for 1 second. That's the one thing that frustrated me about this. Like, the fact that they did not identify him as who he was. They kept referencing, our Ariana Grande's ex-boyfriend. I mean, I think that is terrible.
It's disrespectful.
Because it's almost like we keep going back to the fact that he was dealing with Ariana Grande, not recognizing the fact that he is his own entity and he is his own person. So I think that we should kind of like stop referencing that, because like it even puts a bad light in Ariana Grande, because it makes it seem like Ariana Grande is responsible for his death.
I don't see that, because the thing about it is, and I absolutely positively disagree.
Okay.
The reason why is because when you're a famous person, you date another famous person for purpose. Like, I can understand that you like her and everything, but at the end of the day, it gives you clout. And not only that, but the thing is, you want to be recognized and looked at as an ex of this specific person simply
Why is
because
that?
Why?
you did that. Why? Because at the end of it just happened to be that way because he died. But at the end of the day, he wanted to be noticed for dating him, and she wanted to be noticed for he wanted to be noticed for dating her. She wanted to be noticed for dating him.
Are you sure
If
about
was,
that?
I'm positive. Because
Let me
at
ask
the
you a
end of the
question.
day, if that wasn't the case, then she would be dating somebody
Let me
else.
ask you a
But she
question.
dating or not now, honey? So
Right.
Well, he's not now, but he will be her ex later.
So how do you know that though? Let me ask you a question.
They're engaged.
You're somebody who's pretty, popular.
Ish.
So
yeah.
so pretty popular-ish. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not on nowhere near their level.
No, but I get it. But
yeah.
so tell me your last ex. What's his name?
His name's Maurice.
So if something was to happen to Maurice, right? Would you want them to be known as Brandon's ex Maurice?
I don't really care.
No, but would you like that though?
I don't care.
You wouldn't care at all.
No.
So if he died from in this situation, an overdose or anything like that might have happened to Maurice, and then people were that's Brandon's ex Maurice, or that's Brandon's ex Maurice. Like
Okay.
you wouldn't be bothered by that?
No.
Okay.
Because I mean,
Because
does that
it's
automatically
just
mean that
made
I caused him to die? Like, I think that's crazy because the conclusion that you came up with, it makes it seem as if Ariana
Well, no,
was...
I was saying that's what the media was saying. The media, all my notes come from media. It was not what I was saying.
I understand that.
The
but what are
media
you
basically was
Oh
insinuating.
my God, I never heard of Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm giving you my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I wish they would stop referencing the fact that was Ariana's ex that was,
But that's
found in
what
a drug
it was.
overdose. But that's what he was at one time. Her ex, he's still a person first.
But if we remember him for being her ex and not his music, then why is
But
that
people do know his
wrong?
music because of his music and his death. A lot of artists have mended some of their beats.
Right, artists, not the general public.
But the general public that follows Mac Miller knows who he is.
Because he's
got
Ariana
you
Grande's
talking tonight,
ex.
bitch.
Huh?
Because he's Ariana Grande's ex.
Not because he's Ariana Grande's ex, because the fact that he put out good music.
Honey, I don't think he will be back on this show, honey, because you making my...
No, it's fine.
You making him work tonight,
It's fine.
baby.
It's fine.
It's his job.
I'm
You know what I'm
fine.
saying? It's cool.
So how do you feel about this, Isaac? Are you okay with
I
that?
have no feelings.
You have no feelings.
God bless his family.
But honestly and truly, God bless the family, the lovers, the friends of Mac Miller. God,
So let's talk about what some of you are saying on YouTube. Publicity is all about publicity for rappers, actors, etc. His past is his past. That's my whole point. I agree, Jason Boo.
Oh, God,
I'm
Jesus.
not gonna
Brandon,
forget it. I mean,
they
everything
said-
is his past.
they
Now
said-
he passed away.
Brandon, they said, Brandon, what don't you understand?
I love she read that one
regards to
out.
what
In regards to the topic at hand, like
You
what don't
read
you
that.
Look, that's what they said. Brandon, what don't you understand?
Oh, I mean, I pointed out my understanding, but I mean, if she was paying attention, she would know.
Oh, okay, well. You
I pointed out my
tense.
understanding.
listen,
It's not a
relax.
tense. It's my opinion. Like I don't. If
It's
she's
a matter of
saying, if she's
opinion.
saying
It's a
what I
matter of
don't understand,
opinion.
I've just stated my understanding.
So just so
I
you guys
understand
also
it very well.
know
Am I
some
right?
some backstory, because in our community we also have a serious substance abuse issue with crystal meth, aka Tina, cocaine usage, you know, all of that stuff. So if you guys are out there and you're struggling with anything, depression, because as you guys know, Mac Miller, or may have not known, Mac Miller has suffered with substance abuse for years. It's something that came up in the wake of his breakup with Ariana Grande, so that's why I kind of was like, I never wanted, you know, I hated to keep reading Ariana Grande's ex, because it's almost like the way the media is painting the picture. They're painting the pictures of Ariana as the cause for him having a relapse on drugs. So that's why it's kind of like, oh wow, you keep referencing as Ariana Grande's ex, and then to be an ex of somebody, and then your ex who you loved, cared about, adored, even, you know, she even sent out encouraging words helping him get over his addiction, that now he passed from a drug overdose. So I'm quite sure, even though that's her ex, she still feels some kind of way about that.
And then not only that, when you keep saying ex, it makes it seem like they just broke up.
They just broke up.
They've been broke up. So it's like, my ex is like somebody I just broke up, maybe even I'll give it a year ago, but bitch, you done moved on now. But she got a couple exes after.
Yeah, I mean, your ex is your ex.
Yeah, I
get
get
if
that.
it was 5 years ago, 2 months ago.
Okay, visit Brandon. You're not going to get me like you did Jason, okay?
Yeah.
You know, if you feel God, that's on you.
Oh, I didn't feel good.
So,
okay, you got the right one, baby.
Okay.
I
mean,
moving on to the meat and potatoes, and I'm tired of this plate of eggs.
What?
Yeah.
We had the meat and potatoes. Jimmy was just here.
That was a plate of eggs, baby.
Oh, but for you, honey, it was a drop in the belly.
Baby, a drop.
Oh.
Well,
we'll have Jimmy come back later, honey. Tooted and booted.
so as you guys know, you have to follow me with this, because this is about to get very extensive. It hits home to me, because if you guys already know, I am a huge Cardi fan. But as you guys know, Nicki and Cardi got into a fight at Fashion Week. And a little update, because there's been so many stories going around, you know, thus far. Nicki Minaj reportedly won't press charges against Cardi Minaj, which is a good thing, as Minaj and her bodyguards were not injured when the 25-year-old,
that means she ain't do nothing.
I Like It rapper attacked her Friday night during a New York star-studded Harper's Bazaar icon party. But she doesn't need to, so she doesn't feel the need to, you know, file a police report or nothing like that.
Why did you say nothing?
Well, I'm talking, y'all can like it. That's rude. Are y'all listening? Cardi walked towards Nicki, then all of a sudden Cardi started screaming something about her child. She was yelling, bitch, you feisty. Bitch, don't talk shit about my child at Nicki. Blah, 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 blah. So, let's start here. As you guys see on the screen right now, we got the picture of Nicki Minaj, who still looks great after the alleged incident. And to the right, we have Cardi B, who has, as we spoke earlier, the knot on her forehead. So, production, I'm not sure how you guys want to, you know, how you want to do this, but you want to play the video first, production? And then we can... So, sad that, you know, as somebody just stated, that, you know, two individuals at the top of their game had to get down and dirty. But
yeah, I get you trying to be. I can't.
I'm not gonna be diplomatic. I'm not gonna be politically correct. There's gonna be tons of folks that may or may not agree with me. But I'm sorry. I feel like Cardi is somebody who we watched on Love and Hip Hop. We watched Cardi on Love and Hip Hop get into fights, and we cheered her on and said, yes, bitch, that's right, Cardi, go do X, Y, Z, not all son. So, to be now transitioned into where she's at right now, do I condone violence? No. But do I also condone sometimes you might have to pull up on a bitch? Absolutely. Do I think that Cardi maybe should have did it differently? Absolutely. What she should have did was basically made like everything was cool. You get in the party, you sit next to that bitch, y'all take pics, make that bitch think everything is fine, and then you pull up on that bitch, and then you say something. Like, the part that makes me mad with the whole situation is, like, I just feel like, I don't know, like, I'm not mad at Cardi. Like, I understand it, and she even went on Instagram, and she made a post about, you know, basically somebody taking shots at her daughter, and basically saying that, you know, Nicki been saying stuff about her behind the scenes, about trying to stop her bag flow, and all those things, and I will say this, though. Cardi, listen to me, sweetie. I love you. I love your music. I love your personality. But you can't call the pot kettle. What that saying?
Just don't even do it, girl.
You can't be the pot.
You can't be the pot calling the kettle black. You did just basically trash somebody about somebody else's daughter.
You did.
On
a dead baby.
On a dead baby at that. So it's like how you get mad about, you know, Nicki allegedly saying something about
that there's no proof
that there's no proof of allegedly. And then my question is, we're going off hearsay because we don't know if she was talking about Nicki or was she talking about Ra. And Ra's an Aquarius. Ra's one of my clients. I know how Aquarius is feel in the moment. We don't give a fuck. We savages. And I think that Ra was also riding for Nicki as I would do if one of my girlfriends got into a scuffle. Bitch, what's up? Like, what's good? But I'm sorry, I still like the fact that Cardi spoke up for herself, but that's what I'm going to say.
Okay, so then, this is the thing, right? The world is full of people who have opinions. Let's hypothetically say she said her baby was ugly as fuck. That is her opinion. That don't mean that her baby is ugly. You cannot go around trying to fight everybody because you don't like the way somebody said something. Especially when you are now in a better position than you were, as you just said a few years ago about her being on Love and Hip Hop and her come up. She can end it all with bad actions. One bad action could torpedo everything.
But this did not stop Nicki when Nicki was coming at Mariah.
But Nicki did not get violent.
Well, she did get violent. They ended production. They cut production.
But we didn't see that.
We didn't have to see it, but it happened.
Okay.
I mean,
I know this is Nicki. I mean,
no,
Cardi.
I'm just saying. Like, and I don't want to sound anti-Nicki. I will go on record. I like some of Nicki Minaj's music. I don't like Nicki Minaj's antics because I think that they're very calculated and very queen-like, and I don't like that.
Well,
and when I say queen-like, not queen of rap, like kind of like, you know, I don't like using the F word, but kind of faggoty. I don't like that. Like, I think that the stuff that she does, she's basically somebody that she shakes the table, but then don't want to be there to help pick the table up when it falls on her.
That's what
like,
faggots do.
Some.
I hate that word, by the way.
I hate it too, but I didn't say faggot, I said faggoty. It's a difference.
I heard it.
Okay.
It's
So
still a version of it.
it's a version of it, but
This is
whatever.
true. Yeah.
But you know, I just don't like. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I just don't like it. And
Yeah.
I'll be tuned in tomorrow as I'm on my flight to LA to listen to Queen Radio because she's having a special edition at 1 o'clock. Because I'm quite sure Nicki's going to have a comeback.
I think that she would be better not even saying nothing because, you know, as you said, she walked out unscathed, untouched, still sitting. She'd be better off not saying nothing. I do, however, think that, you know, and I hate to say this because, you know, people should be raising their own kids. You got people watching you.
Yeah.
Like, both of them. But Cardi, you got people watching you.
I mean, they're going to watch all episodes of Love and Hip Hop. I mean,
Listen.
she's staying true to who she is.
But, I mean, staying true to who you are this shows no growth for Cardi. And
Go ahead. I want you to finish your point. I don't want to cut you off. I
it
promise.
shows no growth. She did the same things on Love and Hip Hop. She was attacking because she didn't like what people said. You know, it's a way. You know how to use your words.
But Nicki was just attacking Travis
Well,
Scott.
I'm talking about violently,
but
exactly.
it could still get violent. Like, I mean, Nicki
It
Minaj
can, but difference
has
between
always
it can-
been the aggressor, and now it makes
it
it
can
seem like
get
she's
violent.
playing the victim.
Let me just come in real quick. Remy lost 7 years of her life that can never be got of freedom. Let's say Cardi would have got her. Let's just put it right there. Let's say she would have, and something would have happened. Would it have been honestly worth it if Cardi would be in less space and time?
Locked up
She
for
done,
7 years.
yeah, because she done, assaulted this woman.
Because she said a daughter ugly.
Because it's illegal.
I'm just saying, would it have really been worth
It
it?
wouldn't have been worth it now.
At all.
Like, there's no justification at the end of the day for that behavior. It's just simple as that.
What I will say about this is I feel like there's wrong on both parts.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I'm not about
Absolutely.
to sit here and make it seem like I'm on anybody's side.
Mm.
Because the thing about it is, whatever Nicki said, first of all, Nicki, sis, let me tell you something. Don't get on your rap songs recently and talk about what you're going to do to somebody when you see them and on site and all this kind of stuff and everything. And then when this happens, you have 150 security guards protecting you from doing a certain situation because clearly you knew you guys were going to be in the same building at some point in time. That's
Production.
number one.
Can we post the picture of Nicki in the corner with Cardi's meme on the side, please?
Number two, Cardi. I understand you upset. I understand you mad and pissed off and so on and so forth. But girl, you have reached a level in your career where you don't even need to resort to violence to get your point across.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about it is, it's you resorting to violence is what got you here. But it's the same thing that can take you off. You know what I'm saying? You have 3. Count them. 3 number ones under your belt. Nicki has none. Why are you even getting this upset about the situation? Because at the end of the day, Nicki is but hurt about that kind of shit. You do understand that, right? So the thing about it is, I'm not on Nicki's side because she petty. I'm not on Cardi's side because she don't have no good sense. And at the end of the day, when I say have no good sense, she doesn't have a good sense enough to hire the right people to get her in a place to where it's kind of just like Cardi. Girl, first of all, you are at a Harper's Bazaar party. This is the next best thing to Vogue. You don't do shit like that. Why would you take off your shoe to throw it at somebody when you did that on a reunion the last time you was on reality?
Because I don't put my Louboutin where her neck at. They say I'm too ratchet. They say I act wild. My whole life I've been through some fucked up shit.
Jason.
That's hilarious. I'm
Jason,
speaking hilarious right
well,
now.
I'm gonna speak to you
I'm
about
speaking
your life
hilarious.
and what was going on.
No. We can't talk about mine.
No.
We gotta talk about the meat here. We
Well,
gotta talk about Cardi.
let's reflect it then.
We
I'm
gotta
gonna
talk
put
about
you in the
Cardi.
shoes of that situation.
What
Would you have reacted the same way?
Probably not, no.
Right. With that being said, she's wrong. Nicki is wrong for lighting the match. Cardi is wrong for blowing the candle out. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Everybody is motherfucking wrong. Both of y'all can be at the top at the same time. One of them, the lyrics is written for them. The other one, her lyrics, she says she write her lyrics.
Allegedly.
So at the end, it's alleged on both sides.
I said that allegedly.
So yeah, I agree.
Allegedly.
So what I will say is, for the first time tonight, you know.
We agree.
But but what I will say is, I mean, it just got to a point where it was going to happen. But why did it happen there? I feel like they both have each other's phone numbers. I feel like they both know each other's people.
Like that.
At the end of the day, they was like that at some point, and then they stopped following each other, and then they stopped talking to each other. And
But
then
she
they
ain't
stopped
trying to
doing
go
this
for
whole
those
thing,
sneak
so on and
disses.
so forth.
She not going
Who
for
not
those
trying to go for
sneak
sneak
disses.
disses?
Cardi said on her Get Up 10, and I don't want to hear no sneak dissing, especially from when you weak bitches. I'm gonna go like I don't got no spot. But you heard what she said?
Somebody else wrote it, and the thing about it is,
Whether somebody else wrote it or not, she still said it.
okay, that's fine.
And that's what she
I'm
did.
saying, her.
She did what she said.
That's cool. What I'm saying is, I don't necessarily agree with how she dealt with the situation.
Agreed.
Nor do I agree with how how Nicki is poking the bear, and then as soon as the bear start roaring, this bitch is just like, I'm standing right here, behind 6 motherfuckers. And one of the motherfuckers just happened to elbow the bitch in the face. Like, that's just too much. So now it also makes us look bad as people.
Make who look bad?
Black people, period.
They don't make me look bad.
So they all saying on
They don't
That's
make,
what
they don't
everybody
make,
is saying, though.
I don't think that makes me look bad as a
I
black person.
understand that.
I don't act, I do conduct myself a little ratchet at times. But I know when to play my ratchet and when to act patchy.
Okay,
So
well, can you relay that message to Cardi?
I don't know why I gotta relay it. You can lay it to it.
At the end of the day, you are the president of her fan club.
I'm not the president of her fan club, but I just like Cardi B. The same way you like Aretha Franklin.
Oh, okay. I take
Okay, so it's like, bitch,
bet
don't
you.
you eat.
Rest in peace.
Don't do
All right, well,
that.
bitch, we still in the mood to fight still. Still we talk about fights, right?
Yeah, we talking about fights.
Did you guys hear about Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans at Diddy party?
Bitch, they fought. Psych. That shit wasn't even fucking real.
It was in 2 totally different cities.
They was in 2 different cities. That little punk that came up with that story,
Why
you
gotta be
know,
a punk?
Cause you know it was
that's some punk shit.
That's some punk
That's some
shit.
punk shit.
O-N-K.
No, that's
Punk
punk.
and P-U-N.
Like,
That's
that's punk. That's some punk shit, y'all.
No, punk is P-U.
Oh, so you trying to tell me
Oh,
about Come on, yo, I'll be
P-O-N-K.
tripping.
You okay, yeah,
What is
punk.
the shade,
That mean
Bernie?
you mean it.
You know what it's
What is the
about.
shade? There is
He's
no
so at me.
shade.
Everybody that's, you know what it is? It's them Scorpios with that alpha male shit.
Oh,
Whenever 2 alpha males get together, they all I can.
Bored. We've been going about this all night.
Why are you bored? Don't be
I'm
bored.
bored because you
Don't be
continue to
bored.
use the same approach.
What
it's
approach?
no one's
What
attacking
approach?
you. We are having a conversation.
So now you're Cardi and I'm
People are
Nicki.
gonna, no,
Yeah.
that's not the case.
That is
You're
the
Jason
case.
and I'm Brandon.
Well, good
Like at the
clearly.
end of the day, right. At the end of the day, no one's trying to take your spotlight, or anything. Or
Nobody
so on
cares
and
about
so
no
forth.
spotlight. Child,
We're
the lights
having a
on all of us.
conversation. We're having a
The lights on all of
conversation.
us.
I mean, it's
Kelly.
more on
Okay,
Mary
what's
J. You
wrong?
really
We're
want to
having
get
a
tested
conversation.
out, baby.
So what's some of the comments saying?
Oh my God. Oh.
How can you read Cardi for doing that in the event and turn around and say Nicki was late for not reacting? Nicki did the same thing to Mariah as karma. I agree, Jason. That's what bodyguards are for. Jason, bitch, I don't agree, but I live. Kick that battle on wax, raise the talent. I'll say it again, kids are off limit, period. Team Cardi. Cardi has an open case with a girl for throwing things at one of Offset's side pieces. She's stupid for this. Nicki should have pressed charges. They too rich to be fighting. Finally, some maturity.
Well, what's
Jason,
maturity?
something you're blinded to the truth. Maybe. I hate the fact this
Well,
went
I'm
down at the
quite
Bazaar
blind.
event. It just affirms that many in fashion think or believe about people of color? Why does this one situation have to be a direct
because they act color people.
Everybody
I
have
think
people
that's
of
how we
color.
act.
I think that's how we act, and that's how we acted. Like, you know, no, that's not how we acted. That's how Cardi acted. And the thing about it is, it makes us all look bad. It just does. Like, you could have caught this bitch on the way out. You know what I'm saying? You could have found out who was driving her car, pulled up on her car for real. Y'all in the same city. Found out where this bitch at the hotel at. So where she, if you was really about that life, you'd do some real secretive shit. Where no cameras was around. Where you was gonna do some stuff kind of like, okay, I know where this hoe staying at. I'm gonna be posted up right outside as soon as she come to the next show. Because I know she gonna be out here for the
I'm gonna tell you honestly though, for real, where the ball was dropped. The ball was dropped by the executive assistant. Your executive assistant should have had that red carpet shut down.
Right.
Once Nicki Minaj entered into the building, the red carpet should have been shut down and paused until her and her entourage was pushed through. I know y'all looking at me like, what? Executive assistants basically control your schedule. They control the schedule of your events, when you're going to Fashion Week, when you're going to award shows. They'll tell you what your full schedule is so that way you can avoid this type of situation.
Right.
I'm quite sure during the heat of the moment when Remy and Nicki was going at their stuff, trust me, they made sure that Remy was here, Nicki was here.
Right.
Example, at the MTV VMAs, you guys probably didn't even peep this, but I peeped it because I know, behind the scenes stuff. Nicki got the Hip Hop Award first. Her performance was pre-recorded, that was not live.
Very much so.
Once Nicki got the award, Nicki and her entourage left the building. Because at the time, Cardi did not want to be near her, nor did Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner. So my problem is the executive assistant. The executive assistant obviously failed and was not doing her job. Yeah. So Nicki, since you've been changing staff, I need you to get a new executive assistant and fix that problem.
So we're gonna blame the executive assistant
not
for
finna
Cardi's
blame-
actions.
right.
I'm not blaming the executive assistant for Cardi's actions. No. I'm just saying, moving forward, your executive assistant needs to make sure stuff like this does not happen.
Nicki's or Cardi's?
Both.
Cardi was the one that was a little irate.
You're missing what I'm saying. When
I'm not missing it.
No, yes you are. When Nicki hit the red carpet, the carpet should have been shut down, meaning as though no one else should have been allowed to come on the carpet until Nicki and her entourage was inside the party. Then Cardi could have came to the carpet after.
But you got to keep this shit flowing. All this stopping and holding people up. Bitch, this is the icon party. What is we talking about?
But that's what they do. Y'all might not believe it, but that's exactly what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But, all right, moving on from
oh my God, this is so terrible.
George Zimmerman threatened Beyonce and Jay-Z. George
Zimmerman, the one who killed Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, I know who he is.
So George Zimmerman is being accused of sending threatening texts aimed at Beyonce and Jay-Z over the rap mogul's new Trayvon Martin documentary. According to the report, the Neighborhood Watch volunteer acquitted of fatally shooting the unarmed team in 2012, called Jay-Z a bitch and Beyonce a broke whore in a text to a private investigator. Though this is old, it's just now coming out now because if you guys know or may not know, the documentary is coming towards the end. How do you guys feel about those threats?
First of all, I'm still very upset that he is running freely.
Me too.
Let's just say that.
Let's start there.
And I mean, but the thing is, bitch, you should be living a motherfucking quiet, sequestered life. Like you are out here.
Shut your ass up. Go sit in a corner somewhere.
He should be having cabin fever about now, and he walking around smoking cigars and all cameras and
sending threat messages and shit. Go sit your dumb ass down because you lucky that you're not locked up for life behind ending somebody's life. Girl, bye. We don't have it for you.
I don't even want to give him too much of my good energy. Y'all know I'm asthmatic, honey. I can't be giving that up like that.
What else is going on?
Oh, you okay?
White privilege.
I don't have it for George. I don't have it for George Zimmerman. Whatever the fuck. I don't have it for her. Because at the end of the day,
don't misgender him.
I'm gonna misdo everything. He took away somebody's life.
That's fine, but you still don't want to misgender him.
Fuck him. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna misgender, mispronounce, misdo everything. Because at the end of the day, he took away somebody's life. My cousin.
So because
he took away his life.
This is not funny. This is not funny. But because he took somebody's life, you're gonna misgender him.
I'm gonna miss everything him. Miss him. Bye. I don't see him. He's non-existent. Because at the end of the day, he need to have his ass hidden away in the first fucking place.
Okay, all right.
He is a bitch.
His balls too big to be dropping all low on situations like that. Clearly they are. If he doing, this is not the first time this man has spoken out about dumb shit in regards to Trayvon Martin, a person who he took a life away from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still heard about that. That was one of the beginning situations to know. Yeah, that chest hard.
That chest hard.
So I just feel like I don't really see it for him. I don't even know why we even sitting here talking about him or giving him any light or anything.
Okay, well.
I need you to calm down, though, a little bit, please.
That vodka got you feeling a little froggy. What you need, some fire?
Let's not blame it on the vodka.
What we blaming it
If
on?
I'm passionate about race relations, and if I'm passionate about white privilege or whoever the fuck or whatever the fuck he is, I don't have it for him. I'm not gonna sit or stand for it. It's not cute. What else is going on? I'm not even wearing a watch and I don't have time for it. I don't.
Okay.
Next.
Alright then.
Alright, well.
Whoa.
While the ladies are so busy pulling wigs and getting knots, at least Drake and Meek Mill officially squashed their beef Saturday night when the two rappers appeared on stage and performed Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares during a Boston concert. 3 years after Drake and Meek Mill's volley high-profile diss tracks at one another, the two rappers shared at the TD Garden on stage. Quote, I want to say something right now that's been a long time coming. This right here is important. This is one of my favorite rappers. For real, Drake told the crowd at the performance. And I think it is amazing. Kevin Hart also had made some comments basically saying this was a hard beef for him to kind of be in the middle between because he loves Drake, he loves Kevin Hart.
And he chose to be in the middle of
Well, however,
it. That's a choice.
He's short.
He's from Philly, right?
He's from Philly, you know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, Drake ain't from no damn Philly.
No,
I mean,
but
he chose to
Meek
be.
is.
He is, but at the same time, he chose to be in the middle of the beef. What
How you
else?
feel like he chose?
You could have easily just sat down and not said nothing to nobody.
So
You know
how
what
would
I'm
you feel
saying?
they both your homies, you both tight with both of them,
You gotta
and
stay
they
out
got
of
into a few, you got to
If
stay
they
out of it.
both my homies, yes, you have to stay out of it. But that doesn't mean you have to voice, oh, it was just so hard for me
Why not?
to
It
be
was
in the
hard.
middle of the situation. Ain't nobody got time for that. He got his own production company. He got other stuff going on. For you to voice, you know what I'm saying? Like for you to voice that and so on and so forth, it's just real extra.
Oh, Brandon,
It
you're so aggressive. Oh my god.
Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, moving on.
And in the
On
spirit
top-
of making
In the
up.
spirit of making up, Drake and Chris Brown started following each other on Instagram. As you guys may or may not know, they also had a fallout a little while ago. I forget what it was over exactly.
Behind Rihanna.
Oh, but over Rihanna.
That's
right,
so
right.
stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. But they started following each other on Instagram. So if the guys are making up their testosterone
Yeah.
being put to the side. They got a little more estrogen pumping into their system. Then I feel like eventually, hopefully, we can get a Ladies Night song.
No,
with Lil
let's
Kim,
just put that to
Cardi
rest.
B,
Let's just put that
Nicki
to
Minaj,
rest.
Missy Elliott, and Remy Ma. Hopefully,
It ain't happening.
hopefully.
She ain't got it.
But I also want to say this too. Drake and Chris Brown also has said that, well, Drizzy told HL exclusively that Mac Miller's passing kind of pushed him to make amends because he said that, because of Mac Miller's death,
Yeah,
he
life's
didn't
too
want to
short.
kind of walk around where you going.
Yeah.
Animosity, life is too short,
Right.
XYZ, so on, so on, so. So, yeah.
Well, that's nice. You know what I think is funny though? It's Drake the one that's in the middle of the mess between the guys. Like these two
But he's
situations, Drake, people had to make amends with him.
No, but he's actually the one
He was
making
one- he making
money.
the
Oh, he was the one who made
He made the
amends.
amends.
So why everybody against him? I think that
Who
is
was
so
against him?
Who's
funny.
against them?
They were apparently if he had to make amends with them,
No, did you not follow what happened, all the drama in the beef?
they were against him at some point. Am I wrong or? I know what went on in the beef.
So what went on?
At the end of the day, Meek Mill and Drake got into it behind Nicki.
Behind Nicki? So tell me, what about, I want your perspective, tell me.
That's what they got into it behind. What's problems in his feelings about the situation? He rapped about it and everything. And the song that he did, it was a song where he said, when it's over with, then I'm next up. That was what? Only. When it was him, Nicki, and Wayne in the situation. So that was some tea in that situation. Drake is a Scorpio, like myself. He was in his feelings
Honey,
about
I need
him
you to
being
come
with
to me. Jim, I need more of you, honey. I know, honey. You are so stern right now.
What? Why is everybody making it seem like I'm the one
I know
that's
you're
mad at this
passionate.
situation?
I know you're passionate. Look at that.
Y'all get passionate with each other all the time.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Am I too much? Like what?
You know, you're just enough.
Let me know, because y'all keep stopping me in mid
Listen, you are just enough, you
You're
little
just
red
enough.
bug.
If I am here to be a prop, I will do that. Let me know.
What do you mean be a prop?
A prop, to sit here and not say anything.
No, we want you to say how you feel and mean how you say.
Okay, I believe when I said
They
it.
love your
Okay,
opinion.
they love you.
They love you, honey.
You, honey.
Listen, we the ones, honey.
Dang.
They said they love you on the show.
They love
Making
you,
it
man.
so hard for me. Like, I thought you like it hard.
I thought you liked it hard.
Girl, I ain't coming back no more, child. Y'all should let me in Atlanta, child.
Phaedra, calm down.
Oh. I'm not.
In other news,
Wait,
Tiffany-
who are
Tiffany Haddish got her first Emmy award from the Creative Emmy this weekend for a guest appearance on Saturday Night Live.
That's something we celebrated.
Tiffany Haddish was honored Saturday the Creative Arts Emmy for hosting Saturday Night Live, while Cat Williams also won Guest Comedy Actor for an award for Atlanta.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams won.
Yeah.
Isaac is enjoying that aggressive masculine hunk.
No, Brandon's that's my little nephew. He's like my little brother. But I enjoy him now. I love how he don't back down from shit.
I don't want
He don't back
to.
down from shit.
They give me liquid courage.
Oh, wait, don't you do that. I ain't seen him in so
Well,
long.
no, I
miss
mean,
him.
they give me liquid courage, and I can't say what I want to say.
You can say what you want to say. Who's stopping?
Oh,
Who you offending?
so you need liquid
Teflon,
courage.
bitch, you ain't offending nothing over here.
You need that liquid courage.
You're too tense, sweetie.
Water
What's
on the duck's back.
wrong?
Well, oh, come on, get that water off your
Rolling
dog.
it.
It's
Off.
rolling
What's
off like oil, baby. Yes, let's roll
Period.
some oil.
Next.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
bitch, you lead, bitch. You know you
Okay.
lead, bitch.
Well,
you
No.
lead.
Let him get
I'm gonna let you lead your
No,
show.
I'm gonna let you
it's
do- no,
fine.
no, this
I don't
is
want
your
you to
show,
feel no
baby.
type of way. You take
I don't
your
feel no
pink
kind of
papers,
way.
And you go
I
ahead
don't
and
feel
you
no
read your
kind of
one.
way,
Go ahead,
baby.
girl. Go
I'm
ahead.
here for you.
Lead your show.
Here you go.
Lead your show. I
You
don't
read
want
the
it.
next one.
I don't want to
You
hear.
don't want it, Phaedra?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Kenya. I don't.
Oh!
I can be Kenya, that's fine.
Kenya's
Leave
beautiful,
it.
honey.
We both off the
Kenya's
show.
beautiful.
What else?
We're not both off
We're
the show.
both off
I'm
the
pregnant
show.
and married and happy,
You are
baby.
pregnant and married.
And I'm
finally.
Miss America.
So at the end of the day,
and
that's
I'm
what it
Miss
is.
America. Twirl, girl.
It is.
Yeah.
What Miss
Twirl,
said.
girl. Whatever.
Oh!
Only
I
days
like
after the announcement
I
that.
like Kenya.
You don't like Kenya?
I love Kenya actually.
Did
I
she
started
get,
loving
well,
her
please
since
tell her
I-
to get that skin together, darling. Okay? She's like Nestle Cratch. Huh?
That is so mean.
I mean, since you love her. But moving on. Oh my God, you guys.
Only days after the announcement that Colin Kaepernick is the face of Nike Just Do It 30th anniversary campaign, Serena Williams lost the U.S. Open, but the loss is a victory for women's equality in tennis because the unfair treatment that was displayed towards Serena Williams at the U.S. Open is proof that in the tennis, women are subject to a double standard. That standard is particularly glaring in the case of female athletes of color. Production, can we show the video, please?
Why are you doing that video? Can you hear me? I need something out here. You got a big?
It's a warning. I didn't get coaching. I didn't get coaching. You need to make an announcement that I didn't get coaching. I don't cheat. I didn't get coaching. How can you say that? You owe me an apology. You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life. I have a daughter and I stand what's right for her and I've never cheated. And you owe me an apology. You will never do another one of me. It's unbelievable. This is not fair. But to give me a point to lose a game for what we're saying, that is not fair. I mean, it's really not. Right. But you know how many other men do things that are, I don't think they do much worse than that. This is not fair. There's a lot of men out here that have said a
Oh.
Give him another drink.
Who said that?
Okay, guys, so yeah. Williams, the black tennis star, was also punished for displaying unjustifiable anger when she was called out the Empire on this court of sexism. She was then penalized with a $17,000 fine, and $10,000 of it was for her remarks with the Empire. But before we actually start talking about this, if you guys may or may not know, this same umpire also did some things against Venus Williams in the past.
Right.
Production, can you show that video?
No, but that's one thing that I played this game with honesty, so no, but I would never tell anyone to do that. Just FYI.
Chair Umpire's first line was, please tell David, referencing David Witt, Venus's coach, to not make signals.
My favorite part was the FYI.
And that contrast is startling to me in this respect. You had one match with Cornet where the chair umpire did absolutely
So, yeah. Also, congratulations to Naomi Osaka, is that how you pronounce it?
Osaka.
Osaka. She beat Serena Williams in a controversial match. She became the women's singles championship at the U.S. Open Saturday night. However, she walked off the court with more than just that prestige that comes with winning the nation's most famous tennis tournament. She also walked away with a $3.8 million check. Let's talk. How do you guys feel about the Serena Williams situation?
Honestly, I'm drained.
Why are you trying?
Because they keep trying her. Like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, she goes through so much in her career.
She just went through the catsuit situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
She been wearing the tutu
every
now.
week,
Right.
like,
Every
something
week is
with her.
something.
Like, could y'all let her? They cannot take her. They can't take her life.
Yeah, couldn't wear catsuit because she was fine as fuck. She can't win an open because they just hate her.
Well, honey,
feel-
she won
won
two
20,
men.
she won
She's
the-
good.
Yeah,
She
I
won
mean,
a
She's the most
championship
decorated
of her
woman in
life.
tennis.
She doesn't necessarily need to compete in another open if she doesn't necessarily want to.
Right, but
Because,
she
I
loves
mean,
the
she got
sport.
the coinage, but she loves the sport.
She's
and,
one of the best athletes.
you know, she is.
Period.
This period in tennis, she's literally. Once upon a time, she was the best. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
she's not.
arguably, she still is the best. I think she's the best tennis player, woman-wise, to cross that clay or dirt or grass state. Like, it's just.
I think she's the best tennis player ever.
I
That's my
just
opinion.
hate that. That's debatable. That's
I mean,
debatable.
like, you know, it could be debatable, but
Yeah.
I think she's the best tennis player ever. No matter what the
And I
gender.
can appreciate that opinion. I think it's
Yeah.
actually pretty valid. But
The most decorated,
yeah, I
the
just
highest paid.
it's just sad that you
The
know
queen.
she still has to go through that kind of stuff, being that she's gone through so much other shit prior to being where she is in this stage of her career. So it's kind of just like they want to start messing with her after the baby, after everything has kind of been blown up. She's been on the cover of Vogue. She's done so many different things, and now all of a sudden it's kind of just like, okay, we're just gonna be against Serena because she's all over the place. That's kind of how I feel.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Isaac, what are you feeling? Nothing?
I told you, I'm drained.
You're drained.
But I would like to get on with it and get
Yeah.
to my favorite topic.
Let's
And
talk
what
about
topic
sex.
is that?
Let's talk about.
Let's
Well,
talk about
before we
sex.
move on, let's see what some of the people on YouTube are
Let's see,
saying.
let's see.
They're always hitting on Serena. I think Brandon Carson is so hot.
He is.
Black women will never seem to catch a break.
The gay in the middle is a
The
woman.
guy in the middle is a
This
woman.
man keeps saying
You can't
this.
take it, that's
It's
what
the
it
same
is.
person.
You can't take it.
Definitely
Maybe that's one of your
fair.
exes,
And
honey.
it's
That's
not
one of your
ex of mine.
exes.
I've never dated anybody from Philadelphia. No shade to Philly.
How you know he from Philly?
Because
It says it in his
Philadelphia
name.
East Coast.
That might be his name. That don't mean he
That's
is.
his name, but we don't see his face, so that's an issue.
It definitely wasn't fair, but Serena was always would be a winner. I do think that it wasn't fair, but I think Serena was going to lose in the match anyway. So I just feel like, and one thing I want to point out when she said that, you know, she doesn't have to cheat to win. She would rather, you know, lose than be a cheater. And I think that was a fair statement. So, you know, shout out to the queen.
She's definitely a queen.
Sexual tension. Who has sexual tension?
You and him.
You think so?
Y'all too.
Do we?
Come in my kitchen. I got some plans for you.
All the sexual
And I got
Apparently
some
this is what the people keep thinking, all
games.
the sexual tension. Give the finance another drink. I'm loving it.
Yeah, they want you to have another dish at the finance. Oh, ain't nothing there. That's fruit.
Yeah, right.
You don't need no
Give him
more
another
fruit.
drink.
Apparently, according
Oh,
to
like
the
Big Brother to the
Philadelphia
Big
guy.
Baby. Okay, did Tati ever choose a house? No, she's still a 007. All right, let's move on.
Let's
Sex
talk
topics.
about sex. Now listen, Brandon. Don't be all acting shy. Now, you've been shy all show.
Okay, at all.
Look, when we get this sex shit, you
Don't
gotta
get
let it
coy.
out.
Don't get
Don't,
coy,
don't
God.
be acting like no naughty schoolgirl over here.
Okay.
Okay?
Listen, let's go. Let's come on, hit me with it.
So how much lube should you use when you're being a top or a bottom?
Oh, wow. Brandon, we
When
got
I'm in
into
a top
that.
or bottom, that's good because I'm both. I think that you know,
Well,
upon
which one you are
contrary
more?
belief, that's none of your
They
business.
want to
So
know.
they
not
wanna
me.
know.
They
They
want to
wanna
know.
know.
That's,
I
I
just
just,
told
I'm
you
asking
can't
for
be all
them.
shy. You
I
can be
just
asking
want
for
you.
I
you.
am a perfect balance. I give you one man on some days, I give you a man on the other. What else is going on? I
Okay.
personally feel like the lube should be equally distributed between
Water-based or
both.
silicone?
Water-based.
Why not silicone?
I like water-based. I don't
Water-based
really have
is
a
looser.
specific reason, but you know.
I know you know how that silicone is.
It's just a little, and I prefer like platinum, the wet brand.
Ah, that's too cheap, darling.
I
Give
like
me
gun oil.
Is that gun oil?
Gun oil, baby!
That's silicone.
Gun oil, silicone.
That's silicone.
But they do have a, excuse me, you're not even
Oh,
on the show.
buddy.
Yeah.
Be in the background.
Background.
Thank you.
Silicone is good. They also have a water base. But shout out to Gun Oil. Gun Oil is the official sponsor of BrtbTv.
Oh, that's why.
Get you some Gun Oil, baby.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Get you some 29.
Get you
honey.
I
some
didn't know
29
that.
stroke, baby. It's
They didn't
fine.
plug that with
It's
me.
fine.
Sorry, Gun Oil.
It's fine. You said platinum wet, baby. That's what you
I
like.
did, and I still stick with it. What else?
Okay.
Right.
All right. So is bigger always better?
No.
No.
What makes bigger not better to you?
Because sometimes, let me tell you. I feel like, oh my God, it's so big.
Spotlight.
I in my life one time, I had a guy who had 11 inches.
Oh.
I'm not really into that, but I was into that.
Do you prefer girth or length?
I'd rather have girth than length. Cause I mean, girth, you know, cause listen, that length sometimes get you.
I'm more of a length. Well, I'm taller, but I'm more of a length guy.
I don't want a pencil, honey.
Well, I
I want a magic marker. Bitch.
Well, I still want my shit
I
down
want
there.
I want a motherfucking oil machine can.
It'll knock you down if it's too girthy.
But
You think it'll knock you down?
Yeah.
no, wow.
No, wow.
Bitch, that's gonna make you
That'll
calm.
make you calm. It's gonna hit that P spot. No,
Oh, bitch, quick! I got my grippers. I got my grippers, honey.
I got my grippers, baby. Ain't nothing loose over here. Speak for yourself, Pinky. Woo! Do that.
That's funny.
No, but the guy that I have with 11 inches, he's more like a mammogram, but you can do that once a year, but you can't do that regularly, girl.
You like a what?
That's like a mammogram, but you can't do that. We're gonna do that once a year. It's so not comfortable all the time.
Oh.
What do you have to do to prep for that?
Oh, bitch, you gotta do a fucking double dose, bitch, of everything.
You on social media? I'll be on the show.
Of course.
So you're not interested?
I never said that.
Multitask.
Like to check something out.
Multitasking. Alright.
So it's
So-
bigger. What about you, bitch? It's bigger or
Right.
better?
The bigger, but you already know, the bigger the slides, the better I have, bitch. Like, I don't mind a big dick.
Oh,
But you do have-
Big Bertha, Big Bertha. Come on, Big
You got
Bertha.
something to work with,
Yeah,
though.
a
Like
lot,
you
You do too, right?
not much. I mean,
Not
I'm
much.
slender down there. I wish I had more booty, but I don't have that much down there. You look great down there.
Thank you.
So it's a lot to handle, you know what I'm
But
saying?
see-
So I would prefer, I think that you would prefer.
I mean, but I've had a
Someone
gentleman
can
that
handle
really,
it.
I had a gentleman that really handled me like a gentleman, you know?
Heard.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so the piece was very gentle treatment,
It was
relaxer.
gentle treatment, relaxer, but trust me, it definitely permed me straight. Did not thinking about it. That motion wasn't up in that ocean.
But we were just talking earlier. Remember when you
We were
said
just talking earlier.
about somebody with a little dick that did you right?
I never said that. You said that and you said
Oh,
that.
you didn't
Oh,
say
you didn't
that.
say that.
Oh, you didn't say that. Oh, now the camera's live. You didn't say
I
that.
never said that.
Okay.
You
Prove me wrong.
didn't say
Prove
that.
me wrong. Where's the proof?
You read the
What's
camera's
the
door.
proof?
It
wasn't
You
okay.
better burn it.
You know, roll the tapes back. Oh, it wasn't on camera.
Oh,
Wow, Brandon.
You know, like, I never said that.
Brandon,
I
you
never
did say that.
I sat in the middle of y'all motherfuckers, and y'all said that y'all had somebody small. Take care of y'all,
you
right?
said too.
Never said that.
All right, agree to disagree.
We can.
So can you survive in a relationship without penetration sex?
No.
Yes. I have.
How long did y'all stay together?
For about a year or two.
Or a year or two, that's a big
Yeah.
difference.
Is it a year or two? Is
Like
it
a year
one
and a
or
half or
two?
two. I can't remember, girl. Y'all gave me drinks. What's up?
So the drinks is why you can't remember.
The drinks is why I can't remember.
So when the last time you had sex since you can't remember?
The last time I had sex was exactly a month ago.
Oh, was it bigger or better?
It was great.
There's no way.
What's up?
There's no way I could be in a relationship. See, okay, there's no way I can be in a relationship with no penetration. That means from either parties.
Either party.
No. No, so I mean, me just mutually jerking off all the time. That kind of like two bottoms are together.
No, I mean there's oral sex. There's all types
No,
of other things, and it's some stuff.
no.
First of all, I was practicing abstinence during the relationship, and I wanted to make sure
But
that
why
he
would you
was
practice
there.
abstinence during a relationship?
I'm gonna tell you why. So what had happened was,
Go ahead.
like we discussed earlier, I'm slightly popular, and what happens is because of my popularity, I gained it from a show where I was in several sex scenes, and people want to iterate those
I can
situations,
understand that.
right? So I wanted to see how honest he was with me, and if he was there for the intention. Now, this is how I look at dating for me. Honestly, I feel like your intention should be go ahead and just put him out there right then and there. If you want to have sex with me, let me know you want to have sex with me right then and there from the jump. Because that can then help me determine if I want to deal with you after today.
I agree
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
I agree with that.
Now, don't sell me a picture saying that you want to be in a relationship with me and so on and so forth and this and that. We get in a relationship and then you get mad at me because I haven't had sex with you yet, or we have sex and you stop answering my text messages. That has happened to me several times.
So do you think that it was a possibility, just maybe, because I know me and one of my friends had this conversation before, where sometimes people like sampling getting sex early because it's nothing worse than being in a relationship with building something with somebody and
I
then the
get
sex
that.
is tied
But
in.
don't lie to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, be upfront with it. Be a man about it and say, look, I
Okay,
just want some
Tony.
ass or I want some dick. You know what
So-
I'm saying? Like just
But
let me
what
look at it.
if
Yeah.
he didn't want to hurt your feelings? Maybe, I'm just conversation.
It's not about my
But-
feelings. It's
but
about
what
what
if-
you want.
But what if during that time, after he stopped calling you, maybe he just felt like the sex was tied, I was wasting my time, I don't want to have it, I
That's
don't want
never
to.
happened.
But you
How
just
do
said he
you
stopped
know that
calling.
if he
How do you
stopped
know?
calling?
He
How do you
stopped
know?
calling. He stopped calling because he got what he wanted and he kept it moving.
But
And I
usually,
heard
if it's
But
stories
usually,
about
if
it.
it's good,
Usually
he
comes
could-
back.
But if it was good, he would have
It's
keep
just
coming
like-
back.
That's not always true.
That's not always true, right?
That's not always true.
It's not.
Okay.
I've never been, first of all, let's be clear. People have ignored my text messages and phone calls and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
And I've had my feelings hurt behind it. And
I'm sure
it's
we all
not
had that.
necessarily because I had sex with them and they didn't like it. It's simply because they got what they wanted and they left. That doesn't always mean that your sex is bad.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So is foreplay important to you?
Yes.
How important?
Very important.
So on a level
Why is it
of
important?
first, second, and third, foreplay,
Foreplay
penetration is
first.
about I'm talking about levels of importance.
Mhm.
Foreplay, penetration as far as you being the bottom, or penetration as far as you being the top on the bottom. Which is more
Foreplay.
important? Foreplay.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like you have to paint the picture in order for me to know what I'm getting at.
But you just said
Like,
earlier
is
you
this
like
a-
kissing, right? Or was that a joke?
That was a joke, and I told you it was a joke in the moment.
No, I'm just asking for the camera. It was a joke, right?
Yeah, and I'm telling you in front of the camera
Okay.
that it was a joke,
Okay.
and I told you that it was a joke off camera,
Okay.
just like we had that conversation off camera.
Well, then we're having
But
this.
foreplay
Just
is
swing
foreplay.
with it.
Let's stick with it.
Yeah.
Foreplay is
Foreplay
very-
is the most important situation to me. I think that you should
And
know.
that can determine if
That's
you
the
gonna
best
get
way.
it.
Exactly.
Like,
Like
if
if you
that
can't.
foreplay ain't right, then bitch ain't nothing else happening.
Okay, I have soup cooler sitting on the top of my
Clearly.
face.
Clearly.
And right, and you guys can see that and everyone at home can see that as well too. Thanks for watching. What I will say is I personally feel like if you cannot kiss, we cannot do anything else after that.
Bitch,
We can't do anything else after that.
Okay.
Like if I'm not aroused by kissing you, I'm not gonna be aroused
Kiss
by
is gonna
having
get
sex
the
with
tip
you.
in.
Wait a minute. What is Chatterbait?
What is Chatterbait?
He has a page on Chatterbait.
Who is Chatterbait?
What is Chatterbait?
Who is, first of all, who is he?
Henry, who is he? Who has a page on Chatterbait?
Who has a page on Chatterbait?
What is Chatterbait?
That's, okay, how about we shit to foreplay?
Oh,
People use my pictures all the time. Let's be clear. People use my pictures all the time. I don't even know what Chatterbait is.
Trey, I am an
That's the
Aquarius. Brandon is a Scorpio, and Isaac is a Pisces.
You know your sister
No, I
shit.
got-
What's Chatterbait?
it's like the jerk off side.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
even.
you know it. Oh, you
just,
know
like,
it.
switch videos and you just see the next person jerking
I don't
off.
even feel
Oh, you know
comfortable
I seen it before.
jacking off in front of people, so of course I don't have a Chatterbait. So
Somebody said, "Thank you, Brandon Carson. Kiss me and me now, otherwise I'm gonna be out. I can't kiss everyone. I can't kiss everyone, but still may hit under some dirt tips. No word like Chatterbait. I would date Brandon, but he cannot top me. Is that a deal breaker?"
Is what?
He said, "I would date Brandon, but he cannot top me. Is that a deal breaker?" Why can't he top you?
First of all,
we're not
Who
dating
cares?
because you got a closed mind. Next. Like I don't date people who have a closed mind. Are we still talking about sex again?
yeah, this
Let's
is
get
sex
back on
topics.
So what's the best position for anal?
All.
Not all. What you
No,
mean?
bitch, I don't like it from the back.
You don't like it from the back?
No,
I do
bitch,
not
I
like
need
it from the
control, bitch. I need to be.
So you
I need
want
to
to
be
be
missionary.
So you like to ride, or are you a missionary?
I like both of them very well.
What about you?
Missionary, preferably, but riding.
So you do both.
But somehow I always end up on top though. Everybody always be like, want me to ride, and then
That's
be like,
that
Do you
clap
do
back.
both, or are you just one?
oh, I do all. I used to do the back. I just don't like the back.
I don't like doggy style though. Like,
Okay.
the only time I like doggy
You
style.
got about 3 minutes worth of doggy style in me. That's
I only
it.
like doggy style though when your balls are big and your balls can go like
Smacking up against
that.
that.
Against that, like that right there, that bitch that will send me.
Bitch,
The
I'm
only
already
reason
in.
why I like doggy styles because I don't necessarily feel like I have a booty. And when I hear the booty smacking up against the pelvis, I'm excited because I feel like I have a booty in the moment. So, and it actually feels really good to me. I honestly think that my favorite position is actually like to the side if you got
Speaking of doggy style,
Ask me questions.
how do you like it?
Whose
Only
idea?
if it's like boyfriend material. Like, if it's doggy, because I don't really like it.
Because you don't have
You
your
have to
butt?
be- Yeah, you have to be like worth it.
That's what I
to do
said.
that.
Like, right?
Yeah.
I don't
you have
like to. I don't like it from the back, but when I hear it, I'm excited.
Yeah, like
Well,
you
what
have
do
to
you
like
hear?
work up
Like
to
you
it.
hear like something smacking against the butt, or like
This is
Is
what
that the
the
balls?
fuck I hear. No, it's that ass going against the pelvis.
it's skin. It's skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want to hear.
Okay, so
Yes.
Jimmy,
Yes.
have you ever did a double penetration?
No, I'm not closed off to it. But I rarely find anyone I want to have sex with because I'm like picky.
How
it's-
picky are you?
Depends on my mood. Like I'm very much like who I want to have sex with depends on my mood. Like if I'm insecure and I need to pick me up, I want like a cuddly like little.
So no fat, no
bear.
femmes?
No, I'm down for fat. Like I said, when I'm like insecure, I want someone fat so I can like hold on to them like a teddy bear.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, okay, you're gonna make me feel better. If
So
I'm,
it's like comfort food.
yeah, very much comfort food. It's just like, ooh, you're like gonna make me feel comfy. You're like good to rest on. You're like a cuddly little teddy bear.
Like an
that-
accessory.
yeah.
Are you into fisting?
What?
Fisting.
Right.
That never happened to me in
That's
my life.
right,
I'm
Jimmy, that's
Asian.
right.
I'm like,
Oh, you hold tight?
yeah, and I kegel.
Retweet.
You Kegel.
Bottom,
Retweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you bottom, you have to kegel. You
What
can't
is
let it,
that?
Like,
What is that?
pristine. Like when you do the butt workout, and you're like, you hold, like, you like.
Oh
clench
no,
it.
honey, no, honey. See, listen, we black, we got asses and shit.
Kegel
Honey,
on,
you
baby.
know what I mean? Okay.
Hey, so the automatic Kegel.
Honey, my whole regenerates itself back.
So tell them how you Kegel for the viewers.
So like you have a muscle in the back, and you kind of just like clench it, and you like
Yeah.
hold it for 5 seconds, and you let
Right.
go, and it's like.
How many of them do you do?
Honestly, I do it naturally when I'm horny.
Do it now,
Like
do
your
it now.
whole, your whole regurgitate.
Well, I
Like
know what
if I'm horny, it just goes like this. And,
Do
like,
it,
like,
do it
see-
now. Do it now.
I am doing it now. You can't
Oh,
fully
he's doing
see.
it.
But like, if I'm like into someone, I see them, and it just like my whole just goes like, and I'm just like, ooh, it just
Also
happens.
pulse,
naturally.
like it's like
Pulsating.
pulse.
Yeah, pulsates. It's,
Throbbing.
yeah, it's just
Your
like
pussy's burning.
yeah.
Is your pussy hot?
Yeah, it goes like
Is your pussy burning?
Yeah.
Burning. Is your pussy hot?
Hot.
It's your pussy. Oh, bro. Okay.
So wait, let's see what some of the people are saying. Jimmy is the key. Jimmy
I love
pronounced
Jimmy.
triangle. The way they looked at him when he said yes. By the way, my cousin knows that her boyfriend and I had a sexual relationship. I didn't exactly tell her, but I did have my friend out as I told
No,
her.
we talked about that last week. Thank you for the update, baby.
Thank you for the update, Polly. Yeah, thank you for the update.
Polly, that's my baby.
Polly, I love Polly.
That's
Black
hot.
Vision said, "Girl, I bet Isaac can't be so dirty at the end of the day."
What?
Because of this thing.
Oh my God. No, I'm not into that. I was just asking. Oh my God, I'm not into that at all.
All right, thank you for
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for the washboard ass. Okay.
All right, so in the middle of sex, right?
Uh-huh.
You're about to have sex and someone says to you,
Why you laughing?
Oh, washboard ass, bitch. We gonna let that slide? Are you kidding?
watch more than that, you gotta let that slide.
It's not wild. That took me out.
What you want, that paper bag ass? What you want? Got that paper bag, baby.
You know what?
You know.
The flame balloon.
We keep sitting
In
here.
the middle of sex, what?
So
Jimmy?
if in the middle of sex, right,
The
someone asks,
woman I am.
in the middle of sex, somebody asks you,
Okay.
have you been tested? Is that a buzz? Is that a
Wait.
buzz?
In the middle of
In
sex?
the middle of sex, you about to have sex, and somebody asks you, have you been tested? Is that a
The
buzz?
middle or
Like right about to start.
Y'all have foreplay.
I'll be
Y'all
the
getting
one.
ready. Y'all getting ready. to Get it in, bitch.
What you say?
And y'all
Yeah.
ask them. You
to
know,
me, if somebody asks that, that means they want raw. That's what that.
No, I'm just.
The question
The
is,
question is it a buzzkill? Yes or no?
is it a buzzkill to ask if someone has been tested?
No.
In the middle
so
of
in the
sex.
middle,
In the middle
you
of
have
sex.
foreplay. You about to have sex. Somebody say, have you been tested? Is it a buzzkill?
No.
Yes.
Why is that a buzzkill
Because
for
we
you?
should have started that in the text message. Okay?
Sometimes
text
you get
In the
in
text
the
message, we should have already asked that before the sex, the foreplay came. You should ask me what I'm. Okay?
But maybe they didn't know it was gonna get that far.
Yeah, bitch. Well, you're on the way to the
But
car.
sometimes you
On
don't.
the way to the bathroom. I'm about to
Isaac.
suck that dick.
Isaac.
Not in the middle, bitch.
So
No,
if he
no.
asks you, you've been tested, he'd be like, no. Then what?
Right? Wait,
I
that
never
what
said
now?
that.
If he says no, then what?
Well, bitch, I'm wrap it up.
So even if he, so
And in
even,
any other circumstance, you don't.
Listen, bitch, don't do that to me, darling.
I'm doing it. You told me to tell the truth.
No,
You
I
tell the
always tell the
goddamn
truth.
truth.
I'm always rapping.
Okay,
but
so I'm
listen.
gonna ask the question again.
Okay.
If it was the other case, would you not wrap it up?
Well, it depends. If he was going, oh wait, this is my man, or we talk about
I'm
one
talking.
night.
Well, you said this should have been happening through text message, so
Oh,
clearly
no.
this is a one night
Oh, well,
situation.
no. Oh my God, no. I'm not like that anymore. I was in my
Okay.
former life.
Brandon,
Huh?
you.
I don't have sex unless it's wrapped up.
No, that's not the question. Like that will kill your buzz.
Do I get turned? No, because I'm the one that asked the question.
Okay.
I would be like, wait, you good, right? Like you.
Oh, okay.
You
That's how we
clean,
do
you
it.
clean.
You good? You clean, right? Oh
I'd be
God.
like, oh yeah.
Oh,
okay,
wait a minute. We
good
want to
compromise.
operate off their word though. Still.
You
We
still
gonna-
operate their word though, right?
No, all right. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, yeah, I'm good. You can leave it all.
If you get offended by it clearly,
Okay, don't put it on.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's,
But what if they say yes, I've been tested,
Mhm.
and then y'all
So
have
what's the
sex.
follow-up?
Hold on. Y'all have sex, and then later they disclose to you their status. How would you feel?
I feel fine because they be wrapped up any way you look at it.
Period.
Hold it.
What else is going on?
All right.
Yeah.
What's your best oral advice? Like, what's the best advice you can give for like oral sex?
Breathe.
No teeth.
Wait, no teeth and breathe.
Breathe.
Breathe and
Breathe and no teeth.
Breathe.
So why breathe?
Because you have to breathe.
because if
Breathing
you
is
have-
important.
Yeah, and if you
Because
don't,
you
you're
already
gag.
taking
And
away air, especially that dick fat.
And some guys do like if you gag because they make it seem like they so big.
And it don't
But it's
be
like
that big,
it really
right?
don't.
It don't be
And
that
you're just
big,
being
right?
real dramatic. Me as fuck. And the thing is, it's just I don't.
So you be real dramatic.
Well, I don't have gag reflexes, so
Oh,
I don't
no?
necessarily.
You
No, bitch, you better go.
And I just feel like
Talk
I mean
later. We talk.
I give and receive. Like I'm the giver.
We
and
know
the
that you give and receive. You
So
don't have
the
to
thing
point that
is,
out, bitch.
I don't, and I'm gonna keep pointing it out
We
because
know,
somebody out
we
there think
know.
I'm a woman that just
Fuck
busted
them.
open. But the thing is, I don't. I just feel like you gotta breathe through it all.
You
gotta
do breathe through your nose,
oral.
though.
You got breathe through your nose.
See,
You gotta
you
breathe
know about
through
them
oral.
words.
You gotta breathe through anal. It's just.
Oh, but you definitely gotta breathe through anal
You
because
have to
sometimes
breathe.
with anal, bitch, that right priest, you gotta do a
And
lamage.
You gotta do a lamage. Yeah.
Take your time.
Bitch,
Well, I
sometimes you gotta be like,
I hate a Russian.
wait. Okay, wait, take it out.
I hate a
Rest
Russian.
that 11 inch I was
Take
talking
it
about
out.
I hate a
earlier.
Russian. Don't rush into it.
Like don't just. You know what I'm saying? Like then I got to punch you. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
make me
Now I gotta
mad.
hit
But
you.
after that 11 inch, how did you feel?
Bitch, let me
Disrespected.
tell y'all how I felt, bitch.
Bloody.
I was fine. I was fine, right, bitch? I'm like, oh, bitch, I'm good. I went around, I was cleaning up and shit. Oh, bitch, I cleaned the house. Bitch, about 20 minutes, my motherfucking hole was swole, bitch. I was like, bitch, I got in the tub.
I can't laugh because I gotta pee.
You got in the
I can't.
tub.
Bitch, I had to soak that hole, bitch. That hole was what giggling. Okay, that hole was giggling on his own, bitch. That shit was very old, bitch. I said, bitch, he tried to. And then the worst thing is y'all. Let me tell, cause y'all my people. So, bitch, this nigga try to like come back in for a second batch. My whole like,
Well, you
not
have a nice
happening.
It wasn't
ass, so
happening?
I would. I mean,
I got a nice ass.
It wasn't.
No, it's not hairy.
Are you
I
a
like it
wipeout?
pink.
Are you a wipeout?
I like it pink on the inside like a steak. It's pink like a steak, bitch.
it's medium.
It's medium, bitch.
So enema, fact or fiction? Because Caesar had said last week if you drink a lot of water, you only use it.
Yeah, no, listen, I believe in enemas, honey. Bitch, you still eating? Oh my God.
You gotta feed that piece.
I know he lied. I.
Do you believe in enemas?
Ooh, I've only used one once. And,
What?
But
Well, my
other
bitch
than
got a
that-
clean record, yo.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
But
You never shoot him a dick.
I'm not gonna lie and say.
This is why I love him. I love him. I do. I love an honest bitch.
Okay.
I'm
You
an
gotta be
honest
honest, bitch. You gotta be honest. with
I'm
him.
gonna be honest.
Be honest.
Because I'm an honest motherfucker. There was one time
It's always
where
what
there was a slip up.
A little oopsie, honey.
There was a slip up when I
Oopsie.
stopped it right then and there. I didn't keep going.
You gotta stop right there.
Yeah.
Was it
I
a
don't-
stain or was it liquidy?
It was liquidy. But it didn't like come out. Like it was just like there. Like it wasn't, like it wasn't like excessive. Like when because I have a
It was
really
a
strong
straight.
nose because my sight isn't
Me
so
too.
great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got the nose of a bloodhound.
yeah, because you know when one sense is a little weakened,
Well, I have a
everything
weak
else
nose too.
That's me right
So
there.
when
You definitely
I'm
got
the
a
first
nose.
person to smell me. So when I
That's how you know you stink.
when I took a whiff, I was like, okay, girl, we got to stop. Like it ain't happening. He don't
What did he
agree
say?
with it. He was like, that's cool.
See, because you know some people like, oh no,
he
this keep
still
going.
calls me.
Oh, so he's a callback.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna say something. Many years ago, I didn't know the story. I was having relations with this individual named was Pete. And
Shitty Pete.
Shitty Pete, I called him because but listen.
Yeah, but hear the story.
Every time, like he would shit straight up, and I was fucked up, and he was like, "Oh, well, you gotta understand it's an exit," and then he went into the bathroom, shower, did all that, and it happened again.
And still shitted.
And it happened again. I said, okay, I called him, and ever since then I called him Shitty Pete. I called him Shitty Pete. So because of that always gave me a stigma in my head, like that smell, because I smelled it, and it was like, he cleaned it, he did all that, and...
He ain't cleaned it from the inside.
That's not a douche.
He must eat.
You need a douche.
He must eat chili dogs and hamburgers all the time.
Jimmy, can you go tell us?
Please come tell us.
Don't tell us, Jimmy. Come on.
Alright.
So he was shitty.
Alright, if your butthole dirty, you gotta douche. You don't have to do a full-on enema. It doesn't have to be all up in there, but you have to like clean out the immediate area to
From what
make
he
sure it
just
comes
explained,
out.
it got to be all up in there.
You need that douche in the shower.
What's the best way to do it?
Best way to like you get anything
What's your
that pumps it up.
preparation? What's your preparation?
I like if I know it's gonna happen, I like prep. I get like a pump or something. I like pump water up there. It comes out. It's all clean. I do
Make
like
sure that water clear.
yeah. That water clear. I do like a finger check, and then I'm just like.
But see, you can't do it with the check. You got these small hands. These
Yeah.
are big.
And then I'm just like.
And
I'm
see,
good.
it ain't never at the base, but just when you put it up in there.
That second wall.
Yeah.
You gotta get through those areas,
That, like,
bitch.
immediate area. If that's clean, the rest is clean. That's
No,
all
it's
you gotta
not.
do.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh.
See, I'm older than you, baby. Let me
Oh,
talk to you
okay,
nicely.
okay.
I will talk to you.
Talk
Tell
I
me,
will talk to
mother.
you.
Tell me.
Sometimes you got to repeat that
respect that.
process.
A few times.
A couple
A couple hours,
times,
bitch.
Cause see, bitch, sometimes you be like, "Ooh, bitch, think you all good," and bitch, all of a sudden, bitch, you a little
That
bit
motherfucker,
of
that motherfucker burned up yesterday.
Yes.
2 days ago started coming down.
bitch.
That's
You got to
never
get.
happened.
But see, you don't do that though. You don't bleed.
Do what?
You don't bleed.
The one time I did, they told me to do it until it's clear. A transgender taught me this.
Well, they know.
But
My girls
yeah,
Shout out to our
shout out
girls.
to our girls, and our guys.
and our guys.
But yeah, I was
You gotta
taught.
include everybody. I love him.
I was
He
taught
was
to
gender George.
You was gender George, bitch.
You see how he pulled up the mess, right?
That
And
wasn't
I'm the
the
one
mess.
trying to. That's a mess. It
That
was
wasn't
messy.
the
It
mess.
was messy.
It was a
messy.
comment.
It was messy, Jason.
It was
and
a
it's cute.
comment.
It was messy, Mr. Bowman.
It wasn't.
It was cute. It was
Okay,
messy.
Mr. Carson.
It was messy.
Okay.
It was messy.
It was messy.
Stick
It
with
was
it.
messy. What I'm saying is, I mean, he basically just kind of guided me through it. You know, like you said, do it until it's clear, and then you perfectly
You do, but sometimes
But I only did it one
process.
time.
No, but see, there's
Well, my diet is
there's
gotta
a
repeat the
there's a
process.
remained imbalance.
Listen,
Yeah,
if you
you
gotta
gotta
get
get
them on a regular, eat right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be
Well,
no.
listen, I like to eat.
I understand that. But at
Macaroni
the
and
end of the-
cheese.
I like different shit.
We don't wanna
sometimes
play.
You gotta get that remained imbalance.
You gotta
You
get
know
that
you
going.
having sex on that day.
But you
How
don't
you
always
gonna
know.
know?
You don't always
know.
know.
Don't go out there and go order some shit from Sonic or from motherfucking McDonald's or go to goddamn what
Well,
else?
I don't think that's fair. That's not fair. Because
That
when
is
you're,
fair.
That's
when
not
you're
fair 'cause you're making a big
when your
star.
relationship is almost like when you're in a relationship with dating or dealing with somebody, that's your regular sex partner. You should not always, as a bottom, have to be prepared for sex.
Yes.
Bitch, you want to be eating.
You should.
Why?
Because if you're in a relationship and if you're happy at any given moment,
So
why
that
not?
means you have to be a real bottom.
A
then.
real bottom.
That like not a brother
If you
side.
ring-
Bottom, if you
You
sign
have
up
to
for
be a
it.
stern bottom.
A stern
There's
bottom.
no way that I'm not going to
If you
enjoy
are,
my life.
enjoy my
you
life.
are agreeing to be a stern bottom.
No, we're not saying agree. You're saying that you should always be ready.
I said if you was a bottom, you should always be ready.
So if you're
That's
versatile,
exactly what I
are
said.
you always
Right.
ready?
No, because I'm not in a relationship, one, and
But
two.
if you were, you would be.
Well, I eat right, but at the end of the day, it's not necessarily. I'm not just out here just having sex with people. So the thing about it is,
Come
if
on,
I'm in a
my bitch got a
relationship,
halo
I'm
right
more
there.
confident.
Halo, bitch.
It's not that it's not that I have a halo or anything. That's not the case, and I don't have anything against people who do go out there and have sex with just whoever
I
you
see
go
you,
out
they're
and
my
meet.
people.
Live your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. Just make sure you protect it, make sure you're good, and make sure you got it going on. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna be out here being a power bottom, be a power bottom and make sure you good.
Well, see, a power bottom just means that's not about being good. It's just about being able to handle.
Yeah, that's all it's about.
If you able to handle it,
Rosebud
don't
and
shit
all.
on nobody.
Rosebud and all.
But some people don't mind that. I'm just not one of them.
That's nasty as fuck.
Fuck the shit out you. I'm just not into that.
What's
But get
the-
that remained in balance though. Okay,
what's-
sometimes you got to go more than once.
Philadelphia East Coast, I'm blocking you. You're getting on my nerves.
What did he say?
You're a little too much now.
Philadelphia East Coast, good night. A fine girl.
He-
He's been at it though.
He has.
Fuck him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
Alright. So, what's the dirtiest text message the two of you ever received?
Oh, a video.
What was going on in the video? Walk us through it.
He was fucking somebody.
He was fucking somebody?
Yeah.
So that was dirty to you?
That's the dirtiest one I've gotten.
Is that a turn off for you? Like if somebody that you're trying to get to know sends you a video of
Yes.
them getting fucked by somebody else?
To me, I feel like let me tell you, I feel disrespected. Don't send me you with nobody else. Send me you stroking a finger in that hole. But don't.
Certain extent.
Or what about
Like.
a dildo? What about dildo?
Well, how about you come over here?
Come-
You got a lot to say.
Come on, Sean.
Come
on.
Come on down there. Come on, Gorilla. Come on. Get over here. You on
wanna
camera
switch
anyway?
seats?
No.
Let's
No.
switch first.
Give me gas. He's just here for a brief session. He's here for a brief session. He got on gray sweatpants.
So tell everybody who you are, what's your Instagram, where can they follow you?
Sex or chocolate?
My name is Sean Singleton. My Instagram is sir_1_ton TON.
1 ton.
Yeah.
Is it a ton?
Alright. Is it?
Not.
Okay.
101 fine.
Who
You have to
can't?
follow to find out.
You gotta follow. Are you on Chatterbait?
No, I'm not. I just knew somebody that was.
Oh.
Has it? I'm on it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what was that? What were we talking?
So you done lost focus, honey.
I
Stick with it.
did. I did.
So we were talking about the dirtiest text message in regards to somebody sending a video of them actually fucking
You
somebody.
said a dildo. What about a dildo?
Yeah. What
What
about?
about a dildo?
For me, what's the dirtiest?
Yeah.
Damn, there's so many. Damn.
Dirtiest would probably be, yeah. I saw somebody getting fucked, but then the person had shown it.
What?
During the video?
During the
They
video?
didn't get that remained in
Get
balance.
their main balance, bitch.
That was.
But I seen this video like you just said dildo. It wasn't. I wasn't to me. I mean, I wasn't. They sent somebody else sent it to me. Somebody like all the time they was jerking off, bitch, and then they just pushed the whole dildo out. But the dildo was up their ass the whole time.
No, you lying.
Oh, Becky jumped out the bushes. That's right, Becky. Becky's one of our loyal followers and fans.
Becky
on the
loves
show.
me.
She said Sean can have me, baby.
Becky.
Go ahead, Becky. That's right, Becky.
But you ought to have his way with you. You know he chocolate.
He got these gray sweatpants over here.
We
Trust me,
did.
he's holding.
Do you have? Do you get a lot of people that come? Because there's so much things about colorism and attract. Do you get a lot of people that love dark skinned guys like to come at you?
Yes.
I actually.
What about white
Is
guys?
it-
You like dark skinned
I
guys?
love dark skin. I love
That's because you
that.
pink.
Very much so.
Mine's
Everywhere.
He's like.
Oh, I can't peek out. Oh, the
Little
bitch
black
wants
guy, the bitch
me.
wants me. Ow. So who's in charge during sex, the top or the bottom?
Bottom. Let me tell you, the bottom controls the narrative. Cause bitch, I can tell you when that shit ends and begins. Okay. Let's be clear. What about you? What you
That's
feel?
hard to determine.
Or bitch, that top may come quick. We're done.
Up, that's it.
That's it for me, Ike.
I feel like it depends on the situation.
Sure, they are going.
Like-
They are going. They love you, sure.
I feel like it depends.
Don't he look like a drill sergeant right now? Come on, Gorilla Fitness.
I feel like
Not
it
a
depends
drill
on
sergeant.
what's going on in the situation. Like who initiated what.
Elaborate.
Like if I wanted sex and I feel like I'm in control. Like if I'm the one to initiate the situation, I feel like I'm in
Okay, I
control.
can see what you mean.
And
by
vice
that.
versa. You know? I just kind of feel like if, for instance, if you was the one who wanted it, send out the text message, the phone call, or whatever, the booty call, whatever it is. I feel like you can decide how long it is, where it's gonna happen.
But see, it's
So
kind of
on
hard
and so
because, like,
forth.
to be honest, when it comes to sex, well, I'm naturally aggressive. So
Period.
when it period. So
I mean,
when it comes to sex, it's like, and that's a bad issue too, though. Honestly,
That aggression you got?
because at the end of the day, sometimes if I'm a bottom, I gotta be in control. If I'm the top, I gotta be in control.
So
It's like,
you got the door
I
either
got
way.
the door either
Control.
way. So no, not controlling, but when it comes to sex, probably because to be honest, I'm a getting kind of graphic again.
Oh, bitch.
It's like, I don't like you just manhandling my whole bitch. You not gonna
Bitch, you
just
say this every
manhandle
word,
me.
girl.
You not. You not gonna just manhandle me.
You like your whole manhandle?
Oh God, no.
Oh,
This is fine China.
I guess I'm a slut, bitch.
Fine China, is it China or is it Russian China?
What you're not gonna do?
No, I'm asking, is it Russian China or
And
China?
I'm responding.
Oh,
What you're
fine.
not gonna do is
Here
come
you
for me
go.
when I
Here you
don't
go.
ask you to. I didn't even give you the address.
Oh my God, here you
So
go.
if you
Who's
just
coming
say
for you?
Don't.
I didn't come, nothing
I feel
came out of the
paid for it.
penis. What are you talking about?
I don't even feel
What are you talking about?
Well, what I'm saying
You haven't
is
been the victim the whole
reroute
show.
your G.
Oh my God, the victim.
Oh, let's stay with it. Okay.
They keep on asking for his IG again.
What's your IG against
It's Sean
Sergeant?
Singleton.
It is Sir underscore
Spell it out for the folks.
Sir SIR underscore 1 ONE
You need to change it to his name soon.
TON.
Yes,
I am gonna change it soon.
Yes, please.
You're supposed to be that year.
Mr. Singleton.
That is too much work,
Daddy
bitch.
Sing, baby.
Just
Daddy
say Sir
Sing.
Singleton.
Yeah, Sir Singleton.
Underscore Sir
Sean.
Singleton.
Everything is so sexual.
Bye,
in conversation,
Sean.
what makes me stream.
Bye, Sean.
Oh wait, everything is so sexual in this conversation will make these streams boring. Topics like discrimination in our own community is important to talk about as well. Well, peep my hold of my soul. We talk about everything here. So
Let me see. Wait, I need to see that.
by all means, if we're talking about something that you might not agree upon, you can always hit that X.
Really?
Well, I can understand what you mean.
But we do talk about other stuff. Maybe by the time that he
I can understand.
joins-
Maybe you just tuned in because we
Like,
did
yeah.
talk about a lot of world topics, and you know, if it's something that you want to talk about, feel free to ask us any questions anytime.
X.
That's how you handle that.
Cardi X.
They said sexual conversation make the streams boring. Topics like
No,
discrimination.
we just talked about
about
people.
that.
No, but what I
I said
just
you-
said was he probably just tuned
No,
in.
listen. You are in control of what you watch. And when you're in control of what you watch, you always have the power to hit X.
But you can also just send suggestions if you have some too.
Or you can just go home and
No,
get off
this is the second time we agreed. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah, moving on.
Well,
Tell Sean to come to Dallas with y'all for Pride. I want to show him how we do it in Dallas.
oh, you know everything is bigger in Texas.
BrtbTV will be down.
Damn, I didn't even get invited to Pride.
You're one,
coming?
that's why.
Well, Sean, do you want to switch seats?
No, you can say.
No, he let women sit down, honey.
Well, he actually has the key, so we're gonna let him go into the bathroom.
Well, actually, we're gonna wrap this up.
Oh, we're gonna wrap
It's
this.
time to wrap this up
Oh, it's
because
time to wrap this.
you got a flight to catch.
I do.
And I got food to eat.
As you guys may or may not know, I will be in LA from Monday to Wednesday. I will be shooting a new video with Black Radiance Beauty. So make sure you guys log on to blackradiancebeauty.com and purchase the new collection that's out featuring yours truly.
We're so grateful for Brandon being here, everybody. Sean and our Jimmy. Come on, one more time, Jim. Give it to him one more time.
Yeah.
No, right here.
Yeah.
One more time for Jimmy, honey.
Give it up for Jimmy. If y'all love Jimmy, give some hearts.
And congratulations to
Jimmy,
Jason.
give him your IG.
Oh, Jimmy JIMMYYIM00.
See how easy that is?
Jabba up.
I'm just fixing it.
Jabba up.
All right,
Thank
y'all.
you
It was
everybody for
fun.
tuning in. Have a
Thank you
blessed
guys for
week.
tuning in.
Thank
Have a
you so
blessed
much. Love you guys. Thank you. And goodbye.